So great insight on how technology is evolving actually. So with this diversified experience into automotive and construction machinery, have you evolved your own innovation theory, which is not documented but which is more effective and simple? You want to share that if you are okay with our audience?
Well, so this is my own story. It's nothing from the book. My experience or my ups and downs in my career, very first thing I would say is, identify a talent in a person. I was saying that each and every people is unique.
Correct.
They have certain strengths and weaknesses.
Right.
We as a leader have to identify those strengths and weaknesses.
Right.
And if you spot a strength, dwell onto it and try to help them to know their strengths so that they can contribute in a better way, in an efficient way, right? And number two is trust.
Interesting.
As a leader, you have to trust your team. Yes, it cannot be a blind trust. No, it takes a time to trust people, but at the same time, it should not take a time in such a way like, after 10 years, I know you very well. Trust. If I want to say an example, like, I give an opportunity to the people, even though they are not from one specific system function area, he doesn't have an experience, I'll tell him that, you have a right mindset, come over and perform. Yes, there might be some glitches in the initial phase, but then I'm proud to give that opportunity to the people. Make a trust very quickly so that you can able to. We don't have a time to do a testing ground here and there, and finally reward a guy with a trust. No, that comes in a longer way anyway. But then try to trust the people and try to see their capabilities.
Right. Okay.
Number three is empower them. Right. So give them a proper tools, give them a proper space, empower them to do what they have to do. Let's say, for example, if you have intermediate leaders are there, empower them to take a decision.
Okay.
You don't have to be a micromanaging boss.
Right.
Because by doing that, so they also know how to take a decision. They also try to align with you. Right. You can have a review sessions and everything, but still empower them. And as I was telling about, the fourth one is time. And provide them a kind of opportunity for the fail. It's not opportunity only for success. Yes, success comes, we celebrate. Try to celebrate failure as well. So because the failure happens, that happens at your leadership level within your team, right? So we have to protect that.
Okay.
So let them do new things. Let them fail, and try to walk along with them. Just don't give an instruction, walk out. So have a constant review with them, have a constant session with them, provide them a time, walk along with them. They might feel, get into a roadblock, they'll have some kind of a mind block. Maybe instead of one brain, 2 or 3 brains. And sometimes what I used to do is, instead of one guy, 2 guys or 3 guys get together, come up with. So then then you see that things getting rolled,
faster.
very faster like that. So each and every individual, he has to believe that you are behind them. You are there to support them, and that trust has to be there.
Okay. Support in case of success as well as in case of failure.
In case of failure, exactly. And I had several bosses who stood behind me, and I don't have to fear about anything. And he come and say, pat me. Yeah, okay, fine. Go to the next one. Try. So that encourages you, that's how you take a risk. You let your team to take a risk. And by the learning curve they have, they succeed.
Right.
The success factors will increase. So lastly, recognize them.
Okay.
Reward them, recognize them. So if you don't do that, then what happens is that sometimes people feel like, why I'm doing this.
True.
Right? So of course there are other matrices are there. You are trying to map with the business values and everything is there, but then reward them with the right, compensations, or give them a kind of a motivation, something. So that plays a key role. As I was saying earlier, many companies doesn't even have a policy for recognition, this patents and things like that, right? So please recognize them so that they'll be feeling happy about the contribution they have provided for the self as well as for the organization.
Right. That's really great. So all your 5 factors are mostly towards how to manage resources effectively. And if the resources are effective, the output would be effective, I guess, right?
Exactly. I mean, end of the day, if you don't have a resource, Sunit, you're no longer a leader,
That's true.
right? You say you are a leader because you have someone to develop on,
Right.
learn from them, coach them, train them, and show the results, right? If team is not there, end of the day, it's the people who makes a difference. You can pour in billions and millions of money into it. If you don't have a right talent in you,
Right.
you have the team is not there.
Right.
Then where does it go?
True. Very true. I agree with that actually. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to share it with the people who need it the most so that they can build their business and aspirations around their inventions. Keep innovating and keep earning tremendously. Thank you.